Sometimes her morning coffee's way too strong, and sometimes what she says all wrong. But right or wrong, she's there beside me, like only a friend would be, and that's close enough to perfect for me. Now she's been known to wear her pants too tight, and drinking puts her out just like a lie. Heaven knows she's not an angel, but she'd really like to be, and that's close enough to perfect for me. She kisses me each morning and smiles a sleepy smile, and she don't have to say it, I can see it in her eyes. Don't you worry about my woman or what you think she ought to be. She's close enough to perfect for me. Sometimes she gets down and starts to cry, but then again a lady has arrived. She's everything I've ever wanted, she's all I'll ever need. She's close enough to perfect for me. She kisses me each morning and smiles a sleepy smile. She don't have to say it, I can see it in her eyes. Don't you worry about my woman or what you think she ought to be. She's close enough to perfect for me. Oh, she's close enough to perfect for me.
Okay, so when I first heard the news that Tayler and Kacie were getting hitched, I screamed. I was just very excited for them.
The smoke is thick and the lights are dim, and
When I first heard Tayler and Kacie were getting hitched, I was really, really excited because I love them both and I knew the celebration would be a really, really fun time.
gives me half a chance at romance. I'm gonna dance her home.
I was thrilled to hear that Tayler had finally proposed to Kacie. I only hoped that they had not figured out a way to elope while in Belize so that we would miss all the fun.
Sounds like a little cool, about time. Can't wait for the kids.
Half a chance at romance. I'm gonna dance her home.
What was my first impression?
Oh yeah.
I really wasn't that surprised. I mean, it's kind of what everybody was doing at the time, so.
Okay.
I stated earlier, Bill, did not really surprise me. Been dating for a while.
Next question. Make them harder.
It's about time? I don't know.
Alright, the impression I had when I heard that Tayler and Kacie were getting married. I was very happy for both of them, but I was also somewhat surprised because I didn't know if Tayler would ever get married.
Well, I guess I just expected it to happen. It's been so goddamn long. It's a natural course that's gonna play out.
Okay.
My first impression when I heard Kacie and Tayler were getting married was it's about time. Second, I was really proud of Tayler for proposing when we least expected it, because I thought it was gonna happen while they were in Belize, not right before they left.
My first impression of when I found out that Kacie and Tayler were getting hitched was finally, yay!
Okay. What was your first impression when you heard Kacie and Tayler got engaged?
I figured it was about time.
So my first impression when I heard Tayler and Kacie got hitched was that I was super excited for them, since Kacie's been planning her wedding on Pinterest since she was 12 years old. I was finally glad she found someone to settle down with.
It'll probably be the opening weekend of the NFL season once the Chiefs lose, and I mean, let's be realistic, the male never wins.
When will they fight? Who will win? The win? Hard to say. Could happen anytime. I'm guessing the first time.
Sure. I believe they've already had their first fight a couple times.
As a married couple.
Oh, as a married couple? I'm sure it's probably going to be on a boat.
My prediction for when Kacie and Tayler will have their first fight as husband and wife would have to be when they are packing to go on their honeymoon. I would say it would have something to do with how many shoes Kacie wants to take on the trip. Yep.
When will Tayler and Kacie's first big fight be? I'm not really sure of that because I'm not sure how often that they actually fight. But whatever they are fighting about, I'm sure that Kacie will win, because in my experience, the women always win the fights. You have to remember that, Tayler.
Oh, it'll be shortly after they say I do and directly after they cut the cake. And Casey's going to win hands down because Taylor's very non-confrontational.
I have a feeling that in their first fight, Kacie will win, because it will most likely be over something fiddly like where the wedding gifts should go and where they belong in the house.
I'm guessing that the fight will probably be sometime during hunting season, and Kacie will definitely win the fight.
Be a lot of fights.
After they're married or before? Because if it was before, it'll be during setting up for the wedding.
And who will win?
Kacie.
But I'm gonna have to take Kacie simply because of Taylor's concussion history. You gotta
Would somebody tell that guy?
I think Tayler and Kacie will have their first fight when they're fighting over directions on vacation somewhere, because it's super easy to do, and Kacie will probably win.
I'm gonna say the night of the wedding, when Kacie needs help getting her dress off and Tayler can't see all the buttons to get it undone. And Kacie will win. Kacie will win every fight from here on out.
I'm guessing their first fight is going to be on Monday, when Tayler looks at Kacie and asks when the heck Katie's gonna finally leave them alone and give them a chance to be a married couple. And my guess is Kacie will win because Tayler hopefully seems like a smart guy and picks his battles, but inevitably they both win because I have to leave on Monday anyways, and they finally get to spend some time alone.
You gotta look at the medical history. I say Kacie takes it. All she gotta do is hit him in the head a little bit. He goes down. So, next question.
No movie questions.
I think Thaddy Newton would play Kacie. I think she looks like Kacie, I guess.
If Tayler and Kacie's relationship were made into a role in a movie, who do I think would play who? Mine is not really a movie, but I am going to say Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, just because they're having their fairy tale wedding, and I think Tayler kind of looks like him.
In the Tayler and Kacie movie, Kacie will be played by Rizzo from Grease because she won't take crap from anybody and does her own thing.
I think that Casey's character would be played by Mila Kunis. And if Kacie was an animated character, I believe she would be played by Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph. Because they both just always have cool hair and stuff.
If Kacie and Taylor's relationship were made into a movie, who would play Kacie and why?
101 Dalmatians. She'd be Cruella DeVille.
And who would play Tayler?
Tayler would be the butler.
Why?
Because Casey's kind of bossy and they've got dogs.
If someone had to play Kacie in a movie, I would say Halle Berry, since they both can rock short hair.
If Kacie were to be played by an actress, I'd say it would be Sandra Bullock, mostly because she's an unbelievably strong female person in general, but she doesn't need a man, but she wants one to balance her out, and that would mean that a lot of guys could play Tayler, but Ryan Reynolds, Tim McGraw, for example, mostly because they're both awesome and they are not threatened by a strong female, but yet love her anyways and love her through everything and balance her out like she's looking.
Bruce Lee with a wig on.
I see that.
Easy.
Who would play Tayler? I'm gonna go ahead and say Eric Stoltz, the ginger that is in Pulp Fiction, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, the movie The Mask. Now if their movie was an animated film, I think Tayler would be played by the leprechaun from Lucky Charms.
And then obviously Seth Green for Tayler because they got the ginger thing going.
Owen Wilson.
If Tayler and Kacie's relationship were made into a movie, who would they play and why? I definitely think Jane and Tarzan, because they already did that and they absolutely killed it.
I don't know the guy's name, but I know it was like Rudy.
Sean Astin, God.
As for Tayler, who would play Tayler, I would say Chris Pratt. They both like hunting and very adventurous, so I'd go with that.
And Tayler will be played by John Riley from and Walk Hard. And I'm not really sure why. Just makes sense.
What's that Asian girl's name? Lucy Liu?
Lucy Liu.
That's the only person I
I like
can
that.
think of.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to say it'll be Kacie.
First. I definitely think that will be Kacie.
Kacie.
Oh, it'd definitely be Kacie.
This is Kacie is going.
Kacie will be
Casey.
Casey's gonna have the first headache.
I say whoever wakes up the next morning after their wedding, and because I'm sure we all will have headaches.
Well, that depends on who's hornier.
My best guess would be at the Bison.
So in 10 years, I see Tayler and Kacie still working at the ranch and working in town and going fishing. And golfing and just doing all the activities that they really enjoy doing. And I also hope they get a few more dogs.
Do I see Kacie and Tayler in 10 years? I can see them living on the KL&L with all their dogs or living at the lake all summer.
In 10 years, I see Kacie and Tayler raising a couple kids, teaching them how to do all the dirty work out on the KL&L, and teaching them everything that they know about being great people, amazing hard workers, and great friends.
In 10 years, they will have expanded their list of travel adventures, having explored many new places, and their herd of fur babies.
Well, there's kind of two options here. It just might be them and their puppies, and
Tayler will be busy selling insurance, and Kacie will be busy taking care of all of her children. And by children, I mean humans, not dogs. Where Kacie and Tayler will be in 10 years, I would say hitting happy hour at the Bison and doing a lot of fishing on their off time.
Good luck in the future. Hope you have lots of little ones.
I wish you guys many, many years of happiness, and I love you both. Congratulations.
Happy wife, happy life.
I wish you guys the best of luck and congratulations, and thank you for letting me be a part of your special day.
Hey.
I love you guys both so much.
Tayler and Kacie, may your future be filled with love and laughter and many adventures. But marriage is not easy, but I know you two are not afraid of a challenge or hard work. So I know that you will greet and meet every challenge head on together. Best luck in the future.
Oh, I love you both. Always been good friends to me. Taking care of me, although I've been on the straight and narrow, so you don't need to.
Tayler and Kacie, I hope this day is everything that you dreamed it would be. We just want to wish you the best of luck in your happily ever after.
I'm so unbelievably happy for you both. Tayler, I cannot be more excited for how happy you make my best friend. And Kacie, I am so glad you found your other half, and I can't wait to watch you guys grow together, and I'm so thankful to be able to be part of this day and to still have you so close in my life and be such a close friend, even though we live on opposite sides of the state. I love you.
Kacie and Tayler, I love you both, and I am so honored that I am able to be a part of your special day today, and not only myself, but also my child, who just idolizes Kacie to death. And I just think you guys are a wonderful couple, and I am so happy for you and to watch your relationship grow. Love you guys.
Carry me that often. I wish you nothing but the best, and wish I could be there. Can't, have other commitments, but good luck to you both, and love you both, and everybody have one for me. Cheers.
Kacie and Tayler, I wish you the best of luck and wish you many years of happiness. Never go to bed angry, and Tayler, as long as you know that the wife is right in any situation or argument, it'll be a cakewalk. So good luck with that.
I don't want to remember tonight when I wake up tomorrow. I'm tired of walking these lonely streets of
Did Kacie get a hold of you about her wedding video?
That'll be a pain in the ass.
And you gotta go to work tomorrow. Where? Bo.
Marley!
Silence pit.
Marley!
Not answering this question.
Are you videoing me now?
Somebody needs to tell that guy to quit weed eating. We're doing an important thing.
We're making a movie. Shut up.
Now, however, if their movie was an animated film, I'm going to say the leprechaun from Lucky Charms would play Tayler.
What about the first fight?
Already answered that one.
No, that was supposed to be tonight. I was like, boy, I ain't going.
No, tomorrow though.
Marley!
Back up and running.
Marley!
But tomorrow they're back up and running. Yep.
Is there any movie particular? What's the movie about?
Kacie and Taylor's love life.
Oh, so it's a porno flick.
Yeah. You're crying right now, and so now I'm gonna catch you, Jake.
Yeah, I'm still crying.
Jake?
If Tayler and Kacie's relationship was a role in a movie and they were playing, what? How do you say the question?
Cup holder and it drives me nuts.
Point our lawn chair.
Marley!
You told me to tell you that.
Marley!
What about when you first heard that they were getting married?
I mean, she's a smoking hot babe. Duh.
I lost it.
No, I told you I'm not answering that question.
What are you doing?
Throwing away all these caps.